Thank you, thank you. So this Q&A session is going to happen a bit differently since I am actually the filmmaker of what we've just previewed. And we actually have two members of the hip hop cast here. If they would, do you guys want to come up? As well as my fellow producer, and we will open it up basically to questions. But before I do the questions, I'm just going to say, so these episodes are all 48 minutes long. You guys have just seen 22 minutes. There are 6 episodes. Each episode focuses on a different topic. That is the first thing. And yeah, now we can open. You had a question, and we have 5 questions.
First of all, congratulations. This is fucking dope. I can't wait to see the rest of the stuff. Where is this gonna live, and when is it coming out?
Okay, so that is to be confirmed because this is independently funded. We actually finished editing and doing the trailer for it. We finished the trailer yesterday, actually. So this is just finished. We have just finished everything, and we are now actually starting the shopping process. So we do not have a station as yet, but we are talking with different channels to see where it is that it can land. So I cannot answer that question quite yet. Yeah. Cool. Next question was cool. So. No.
There's a question.
No. Oh, you have a comment.
Speak first.
Let her speak first. Okay. Yeah, thank you. First of all, I like that. Also, I want to start by saying I'm grateful that I'm here today. That also the things that we have seen here are things that are conversations that echoes in the back of our heads, but we don't have space where we actually talk about them. You know, I like that he says that I don't even think in Venek. Vele, like we don't think in Venek, you know, I grew up bolelwa Sepedi, ke a bolela Sepedi, mara ge ke nagana ka Sepedi le ka Sekgowa. You know, sometimes I'm in a meeting somewhere and white people, black people from different places, and I'm like, wait, let me say it in my language first, and then I'll come back and say it in English, you know. So I think I want to say that this is beautiful. We need more spaces where we can talk about things that echo in the back of our heads and we can't voice them. Yeah.
Well, I'll answer.
You said you have more episodes. This is a hip hop episode. What other things are you guys tackling throughout the whole series?
I can answer that question. I could also just show you the trailer, and it shows everything that we tackle. Would you like to see the trailer? Okay. So essentially, the 6 episodes, one focuses on hip hop, obviously, as we've seen. One focuses on viral laughter, so specifically digital comedians who've gone viral and what that experience is like on a digital perspective. The other one focuses on the alternative music scene and how that reflects on a global space, South Africa's alternative scene on a global space. We have an Amapiano episode which is focusing actually on the movement of Amapiano also globally, because Amapiano is gone at this point. Podcasting is, we have one that focuses on how podcasting is growing, and the last one is on content creation, specifically formatted digital content creation. So your Definings, your Abu Boys, the people who make kind of like online shows, but they're for YouTube, and they have different formats and how they create it. So those are the 6 episodes, yeah.
Hi, congratulations. It's an amazing project. So I wanted to ask to the artists that are here on the issue of language. Do you find that authenticity kind of only happens in a vacuum, or authenticity is the space and time that you're in? So for instance, the injection of African American colloquialisms in your regular speech, like I think it was you who said, I started in 7th grade, and here we say in grade 7, you know, it was just those small things. And I was like, okay, does this, for you, does that build on your, is that authentic to you? Does that feel like it takes away in some way? Yeah, just how do you model yourself when so much of your, even speech is influenced, you know? And then to you guys, I wanted to know, what is the purpose of the series? Is it just to platform these cultures? Is it to start a movement? Where do you want to go with the project as a whole?
Those are very deep questions.
What? Okay, so I feel like it's just like I was saying, where I said it's code switching. So I could literally say 7th grade and the next moment say grade 7. I feel like it's all like it's meshed. So I feel like everything is what you consume. So if today I'm watching something local and it sounds like this, that's what I'm consuming. The next day I'm watching Atlanta and it sounds like this, that's what I'm consuming, that's what I'm seeing. So in the stuff that I make, it's like, okay, sharp, I'm not gonna try and emulate anything else that I see. I literally go and say, okay, sharp, this is what I know, and this is how I know how to make it, and I'm just gonna make it. I never sit down and say, okay, sharp, today, I'm making a sound that sounds like this from that place. It rarely ever happens like that. Sometimes I'll be sitting down or with him or with Doshi over there, right? He'll start something, and you might find out it's just drums. And for him, it would sound very much like Pitori, and then for me, it sounds like Dipopai, and the song will never get finished. Because sometimes it works and sometimes it really doesn't work, but like if you try and force it to make it sound like something else, it never works out. Visually, sonically, it's just like, just do what you feel like is right at the time. The rest you'll see it later, basically.
Oh. Hi, he's better at articulating everything. I'll just give you the very blunt version of like, of course we're obviously influenced by like Western culture, but like, this is where I feel like we're special as like Africans and like, as people outside of the West. West does influence us, but we have our own thing. They don't got that. They just got the West. They just got one thing. We got both. We got us, we got them. So it's like, we special. That's my thing. So I like that. But like, when it comes to like making music and you feel like I should cater to the more Vanek group, I should cater to the more kids that are suburban, it doesn't matter. My thing is, you can do as you please as long as you can properly express yourself. There's a community that will accept you. And that's why I make this what I make. You get me?
And then to answer your question in terms of why we did this, the true answer is because it was approved. We got funding for it. Because we, as filmmakers, or even as you throw a lot of different things and then you'll see what it is that lands, and this happened to be the one that landed for us with the NFEF. So we're very, very thankful to them for that. But also, personally for me, I've grown up, I love entertainment analysis, and I believe art and entertainment tell our stories, and a lot of the time we don't, especially I believe in South Africa and Africa, we don't necessarily give art the depth that it actually deserves to look at it. And as a kid, I used to consume Billboard magazines, a lot of these different like E-True Hollywood stories, and I always wanted to have something like that I could then see of our own. So with stuff like this, it's more so kind of building a library out. For myself, it's building a library which we can then say this is what hip hop looks like today within South African hip hop. There's different styles of hip hop, and what do these people believe about it? What is their story, and why is it that they're approaching it like that? Same with viral laughter. When you listen to comedians are so smart, and a lot of the time people just believe comedians, it's just the humor, but everything that they're doing, and even just the concept, if we think about the time that we're living in, a lot of us, if you're, me and my brother, we're 5 years apart, right? I grew up in an era where I grew up with digital almost as part of my life, and there are things which I believe I take for granted in the digital experience. So even the fact about going viral, it's a very new phenomenon, and we wanted to then unpack, if you're an actual comedian or whatever, what is it actually like to go, what does that do to your psyche as a comedian if, let's even say, the thing that goes viral is not the thing that you actually liked doing? What does that do to your psyche? How does that, because we're now in a digital era, that there are new conversations that we can be having about how it is that we do art, and not just how we do art, but how the mediums that we're using influence how we also then still put art back into the world, if I'm making sense.